Hello guys, how you doing? It is pretty cool to be here with you again. This is Emmanuel Juncker. I'm a marketing specialist, and today we're checking around the one of the most important stuffs I consider for this year. That is the top 2026 video marketing trends that absolutely you cannot skip. And well, let's check about that stuff because it is quite important. Many people used to tell me, is it seriously important for new corporations or small businesses to integrate this kind of stuff? Actually, whenever I said stuff, absolutely, it sounds like it is not important, but of course it is. Okay, let's see. I've heard like around probably 5 or almost 10 years that the way how people is looking at every single promotion or discount, it is about just talking about phones. It is through a screen that is not into a specific place. I mean, whenever we're walking around or doing our own stuffs, absolutely, we know that we're carrying our own telephone. So our cell phone is always next to us, which is really important for us as entrepreneurs of small or big or huge businesses owners, that we have to keep in mind that this is a cool opportunity to know and remember that we need to be in their phones. I mean, into the phones of our next customers, which is really important. Actually, this is one of the most important stuffs about marketing. Digital marketing is about that. And in this year, many stuffs are like uh, could be like being scrambled, but they're being cool and cooler. Actually, I should say that because everything is getting better and better. But what we need to know and remember is that first of all, we need to be in your phones. Okay, that is not a discussion to start. That is something that we need to do every single day, every single moment. The most important thing that we need to do right now into our corporations is to be in the phone that is next to our next customer. It's just simple as that. Okay, the second stuff that we need to know and remember as well is how AI could be like really helpful for us. Okay, I've got a seriously small project that just born, and probably it could take like so long for me to implement AI for my business. So absolutely. It is not. It is not. But it depends on the goal that you've got. If for example you're telling me, okay, Emmanuel, I've got a big project which is starting absolutely in a small way, but I want it to be huge in the future or probably in the end of this year. I want it to be like the most important enterprise in my niche for the end of this year. What should I do? Okay, AI could resolve many stuffs, but let's see how it goes. But we need to consider and keep in mind as well that how many people is gonna be with us to implement. I know that marketing should be like hard like for many people for starting into a newer enterprise or corporation. It doesn't really matter if it's big or small or it's a um, insignificant project for other people that is not you absolutely. But you need to keep in mind that AI is going to help us a lot. could help us, like for example, doing automatically design videos and also some scripts for some videos that we need to record. But we need to have a goal. What is our corporative objective? If we have that clear, just the objective, like for example, okay, my objective, the next one in the end of the month is this. For example, let's say it's going to be having 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. For the next 3 months, my objective is going to be getting $500,000. And the end of the year, probably it could be okay, I wanna get to $10 million. And I could tell you, okay, absolutely, that's possible. But do you have the enough resources for getting that goal? Or do you think that this is gonna be just like a miracle and you start your AI tools, you turn it on, and it is gonna be automatically give you the results? If it could be like that, so everyone could be like using so hard and everyone could get millionaire so quick, but it's not the reality. The reality is happening this way. You need to focus on the objective. I mean, on your goal. What's your specific goal? Okay, now that you've got the goal, you need to get the reality in your own space. You need to clarify your ideas. You need to be sure that the resources that you've got right now are going to bring you to the place where you're going to be. If it's not like that, please, you have to reduce your expectative. And that is not bad. Actually, this is something really important, and you have to take care a lot of that because this is seriously important. If you try to maximize or optimize as well your resources, okay, we're gonna be talking about the Scrum or Agile, of course, Agile strategies. But it's not the main point of today that we're gonna be in touch. But absolutely, it is really relevant to be in the reality of your state, of your room, of your space, of everything what you've got right now. Okay. Um, Now that you are in your reality, okay, you tell me, for example, okay, Manuel, I don't have $1,000 for starting, but my main goal for the end of this month, it is gonna be for having 1,000 subscribers. How can I do that? Okay, it could be like much more easier if we got a couple of dollars, but if we don't have any bucks, so for sure it's gonna be like quite harder. We're gonna increase the daily activities for getting that goal in the end of the month, but we are not gonna use enough money. I mean, a lot of money, the money that we could use um, in case that we can reduce the effort. So this is so clear. Whenever you increase the effort, you're going to be able to decrease the amount of money that you're going to invest for getting that goal. Absolutely, everyone could be like really comfortable if we all have the enough money for investing in ads, in Facebook ads, well, actually Meta ads, in TikTok ads, or whatever the platform is going to help you for getting that goal. Okay, Now that you've got the reality in your brain, you need to keep in mind as well that this is not going to be easy, even if you have the money or not. So you need to keep in mind what's the main goal. Now that you've got a goal, you have to make sure that every single step is going to work well. It's going to work well, just like that. If you're like, today, for example, I don't know, on Monday, the first day, okay, let's see what is going to happen, but I don't know if my friend could help me on this. No, if you are the CEO of a small project, you need to make sure that everything is going to work and work well. There's no option, actually. There's no option. If you're into this point, it's because you need to make sure that everything is going to work well. Okay, I gotta start today, but everything what I've done today didn't work. So I'm a fraud. I've heard many times this stuff in different ways from different kind of enterprise or owners, and that's not fair, because whenever you already got the first step and you fail, you're actually crossing the first rock that is in the middle of the way. You're passing through. You're one step forward, which is amazing. So whenever you think that you're starting and you fail, you're closer than everyone else that is thinking, okay, what if I start tomorrow? Okay, I really hope that this is clear, because this used to happen to many corporation owners, and it is so sad to know actually that many of them could be like in a position of having or getting uh, like the specific amount, or maybe many times a lot more money to invest, but they don't have the resources that they think they need. So I really hope that this video, it gets really into your brain if you are into this point of the life of your life, because this is going to be like seriously helpful if you try so hard and you push yourself, that everything what you do, every single step that you do, is gonna be seriously succeed. So let's do it together. You're not alone in here, and I don't want to be kind of psychologist, because I'm not, but I'm a business owner, and I absolutely know how does it feel, and it's not a cool feeling. It's not a cool one. Absolutely, it's not a cool one. But let me tell you that it is really important to hear from another guy that that person is already passed through the same way that you are pretending or passing through. Okay, so I'm talking about starting, but absolutely. Okay, let's get focused again to this stuff that is about sorry, the main point of being into AI tools. So AI is gonna be so helpful for you if you specify, first of all, your goal. Now that you have in mind, you have to keep in mind as well your goal in 1 month, in 5 months, and in the last of the year. So you need to know now the next step, and is how many people should I hire, or maybe what activities do I have to do for getting that goal. For example, if you're an influencer, you need to know that you need to record a video just like this one. And after recording a video, you need to edit it. And absolutely, at the time of recording, you also will need to implement some stuffs like lighting, like a softbox, like a laptop that tells you the titles at least that you're gonna touch in the video that you are gonna be talking to. And it is quite important. Many stuffs that are not like being considered for starting a video, which is cool, which is normal actually. But if you are not pretty sure how to do those stuffs, but are really important for you to be in the goal at the end of the month, the first step, you need to hire people who is really into that specific uh, point. If you need a video recording, you need to hire a guy who is specialized into that, and so on. Also in design, also in community management. Community management actually is key. And many people tells me, okay, I already hire a community manager that could be also the guy who's gonna record the videos for the enterprise, and also is gonna create the digital marketing strategies for the whole corporation. I remember that I talked to enterprise owner who told me stuff like that, and it was crazy. Actually, it was the first time that I heard something like that, and I realized that there are people who's still thinking that way, which is really sad, and we need to avoid this kind of people. Well, let me tell you, if I in front of a client who is thinking that way, I try to avoid it immediately. I'm not racist. I'm not kind of that person who is like, okay, that guy, yes, that guy, no. Well, let me tell you something. Talking about marketing is talking about discrimination, but this is not the kind of word that you are thinking that which means something bad, because it has its own good way, which means to organize and to select the specific people who you are working with, which is actually seriously important. Because if you are the owner, if you are a CEO of a corporation, it doesn't matter the size. I tell you this again. So you need to remember that you need to optimize your time. And optimizing your time, you're gonna be forced to know who are you gonna be able to talk with. And those persons, those people that are not into that grab, so there's no way. You're just gonna be sure, okay, this is the kind of person that I'm not gonna spend my time with. That could sound like hard, but it is the reality. This is part of the strategy of optimizing your time every single time that you're gonna use, of course, for doing your own homeworks. There are many tasks that you're gonna be resolving every single day, but you need to make sure that every single stuff that you make every single day is gonna push you to your goal. And if it's not, absolutely, this is making you losing time. And this is something important that I've got to make you remind as a reminder, because talking about AI is talking about the whole process. And people just think that, okay, this guy is gonna talk to me the whole world of AI that I can use so I can get millionaires so quick. but this is not going to happen. Absolutely, for sure. You and me, we've already heard about many people who is making a bunch of money uh, with AI. But to be serious, um, if this is the way how you want to make it, I mean, just um, in a automate way to create videos with digital voices and a product that is not real, and this is what you want to do for getting a lot of money, uh, without take caring the brand, without knowing exactly what is the video saying to public. So I don't like that. I have to be serious with it. I don't like that. I don't like the kind of way that many people use for getting money. So if you are pretending to create a great brand from zero, from nothing, you are in my team. And this is going to be so cool because this is the accurate way how we're going to create not just a strong brand, but also a strong recognition for every single step that we do into our enterprise. And I repeat, doesn't matter if it's a small one or a big one. What really matters is the value that you are giving through the service of product that you are giving to your clients. And that's it. That's it, guys. Okay, so one last stuff. If you want to use AI for supporting your businesses, for sure it's going to be so helpful. And if you want to use them, so there are many. I can suggest you many of them. But actually, if you just write on Google, um, video AI, video editing AI, or image creator AI, you're gonna have many results. I don't want to specify you any of those right now, but what I can tell you is that if you're gonna use any, it doesn't matter which one, AI tool, make sure, please, before that, make sure which is your goal. And 1 month, in 5 months, for the end of the year. Once you've got a mind so clear, now you can realize what are the activities that you are gonna put on your table and start doing. Now that you've got the exact activities, you need to realize which is what kind of professionals do I need for getting that goal. Okay, for this activity I need a video maker. For this another one I need a graphic designer. For this another one I need a lawyer maybe. You need to get that point. Once you are into that point, now you're gonna realize what I'm talking about right now. Because you're gonna realize that, okay, I don't want to hire a graphic designer because the graphic designs that I need for these corporations or project, it is small. It is important, but I think that it can be done through AI. So this is a cool point to use an AI. Okay, my whole graphic designs are gonna be made by AI, and this is one profession that is not gonna be hired because it's gonna be occupied by AI. And this is the main stuff, the main considerations that you need to keep in mind every time that you are gonna think about hiring someone or using an AI tool. Okay, guys, this is the end of the video. I really hope that my series are helpful for you, for your business. And yeah, well, please don't forget to subscribe, to leave a thumb, and also if you consider that this video it is really helpful for your friends, your colleagues, please share it as well. It could help me a lot. And this is a big pleasure again to be with you and receiving your messages and through my website, wherever. It is amazing. Thank you so much, guys, and see you next time.